we better off. Gotta watch at that back door, they try to take me out. I ain't getting paid when I'm stressing out.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Ade.
It's your boy Up, man.
Welcome back to another episode of Boss Talks.
Today we got a good one. I ain't gonna lie, it's a somber episode. I won't say it's a good one. It's gonna be a good topic to talk about, especially with you guys back at home. But before we start the video, make sure y'all like and subscribing and sharing. We got clips also on Instagram. Make sure y'all follow that as well. But today, Bronny, how did that happen?
How did that happen, man? That was a surprise to me.
Before we go any further, salute to Bronny, salute to his family.
Yeah.
You know, I wish him. I heard that he's in better conditions now. He's not in the ICU no more.
He's out the hospital now.
But let's get right into it. How did that happen? It's crazy.
Yeah. So before we even start, like you said, prayers to the Lebron family, the James family. For sure. I'm happy that he's making a full recovery. Hopefully he get back on his feet as soon as possible.
Yeah, play some ball.
Yeah, word, because he was
He was
on his way to NBA, so hopefully he can continue on that journey and stay strong. So, why is today's generation so accustomed to using harmful substances? Especially the younger generations, like the teens, the preteens.
Yeah, I like that question because I feel it doesn't 100% tie into the circumstance with Bronny. Let's for instance, whatever. But basically, there has been many cases, or multiple cases. I won't say many, but multiple cases of star athletes in college or professionally just having heart attacks. Why? And it could be because of the substances that people take. Like, people be taking a lot of drugs.
Yeah.
We don't even have to say drugs. We could say people be abusing food, liquor, or any type of anything. Like you can abuse anything. Abusing lack of sleep, like
Any type of substance.
I think that's where this generation and many generations fall victim to.
Yeah, definitely agree with that. Definitely the younger generation though. We see like kids not even 13 years old. See them online using those vapes, those pens, all of that stuff. All of those things have very harmful chemicals in them. So I think that could be a thing that could trigger like something. We're not saying this is exactly what happened to Bronny because we're not his doctors. So
as I can tell, I ain't a doctor. Not yet. Not yet. I will be.
But yeah, all those like vapes and those e-pens, they have very harmful substances in them that could cause something like a cardiac arrest.
Yeah,
down the line.
Honestly, that's what's
smoking on chemicals.
No, they're smoking on literal metals.
Yeah.
Like parts of the vape break down as they inhale.
Yeah.
And people know it and they still don't stop. I don't understand why. It's like this generation sees fire and they say, oh wow, sticks their hand in it and laughs at pain like they're narcissists. Like not narcissists, but they're what's the word? Psychopaths. Like
I can't even blame them though because those substances are like very addicting.
I could blame you if you know
addicting.
If you know that a substance that you're taking is causing you harm, and it's causing you bodily harm that can cost you your life, knowing all the risks, then you are to blame for what happens next.
Yeah, but
I don't wish that on nobody, but you have to understand the circumstances that come with that.
They're just kids though. Like most of them are not grown adults, and they don't think about like the future. They just know how they're feeling in the moment. So if it's not affecting them in the moment, then they're not gonna really care about it.
So I'll ask you a question.
So they wait till it's too late, until something like a cardiac arrest probably happens to them for them to try to change their life around.
I'll ask you a question now. Just to make a minor segue. Would you say, for instance, are these kids addicted to clout, or that's a harmful substance?
That is a harmful.
Like a lot of them, like rest in peace to kids that have died subway surfing, but there has been multiple cases this year alone.
Yeah.
In the city, and it's a shame, but it's like these cases is publicized all over social media. Why would you think you are out loud? Why would you get on a train moving that fast, making cuts and going into tunnels? Rest in peace to them, though. But damn, like, come on. And this goes on to the. But that rush, you can go to a Ride Playland, like Ride Playland right there, like.
Hey man, Ride Playland doesn't offer that though. They don't have real life subway surfers in Ride Playland.
It's not worth your life.
So
and that's what I would tell other kids, like, for substances that you can avoid addiction wise, like clout is an addiction. Like, we see in multiple cases. Like, perks are addiction. Lean is an addiction. For me, pills are an addiction. People smoking too excessively is an addiction. You have to do, I won't even say do things in moderation. You need to know what is harmful for yourself and avoid it. And I don't think this generation is capable of such a thing. It's sad to say.
I seen some video online where some guy that's like a bodybuilder, he was taking steroids.
Yeah.
Crazy steroids. He's like an 18-year-old kid. He suffered from a cardiac arrest. He had a heart attack, lost all his muscles, lost everything.
What was his name?
Huh?
What was his name?
I don't know his name.
I'll probably drop
I saw the video.
Rest in peace.
Nah, he's still alive.
He's still alive. Never mind. I hope he
made
lives a
it.
long life.
Yeah, so it's like he waited for something bad for him to happen. I'm sure he knew steroids are not the best.
Everybody
way to go
knows
about
that.
it.
Yeah.
Steroids are very unhealthy and have a lot of side effects.
A lot of people.
So he waited for the worst of the worst for him to get a cardiac arrest to happen before he changed his ways. So I guess our message to you guys is don't wait for the worst to happen to you. If you know something is bad, you know something is unhealthy for you, just avoid it. Try as best as you can to avoid it. You don't want to have a cardiac arrest or anything bad for you, or even die death before you can change your ways. So try to avoid those substances as much as possible.
I'll ask you guys at home as well. Some examples. Drop in the comments below examples that you know that people are addicted to or harmful substances just in general. But
yeah, I mean that was just one I said just now. Steroids. Another one we mentioned before, like vapes, pens, all of those things. Drugs.
Back to what I said.
Crack, cocaine.
Nah, crack is a drug. But back to what I said. Alcohol.
What else? Alcohol.
Pills.
Yeah.
Lean, like liquid, like it doesn't alcohol. I said alcohol right now. But it's not only exclusive to one thing. At the end of the day, a harmful substance is anything that is causing internal, external, or mental harm.
Yeah.
And a lot of those things do shit. Clout is causing people all of that. And it's not even a viable substance. You can't spend, you can't eat that. It's just something there. People just chase after it from the ride.
You can definitely make something out of it, but
Yeah,
most people don't. Most
don't.
people don't have the skills to turn that into something. You know.
Man,
But how can these harmful substances affect the kids in the future? Whether it's clout, whether it's drugs, whether it's vaping, whether it's steroids, how can these harmful substances affect the kids in the future? I know I mentioned before, like how the steroids can cause cardiac arrest and stuff like that.
Besides the obvious, we know that.
But explain clout.
They'll be
How can that affect kids in the future? How can it make them go crazy? Because we've seen multiple examples of people going crazy off of clout, doing stupid stuff. I think we talked about it in one of the other podcasts.
Yeah, there's plenty of cases. But clout, it gives a person a false sense of fame. So now once they're not receiving that same, hey, hi, I know you, or oh, you, that person from that video, blah, 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 you become unrecognizable again. Or you can just become another person out on the street. That person, psychologically, they probably feel as if they are nothing now. And now they chase after that clout. And now that clout, like, they'll do anything to attain it, meaning they'll bother other people or cause harm to other people for attention.
So you're saying that
that is going to cause people to kill them.
Oh, so you talking about other people?
Yeah, like people go so far to the
top.
You didn't see there was a video of some guy running around.
I thought you was gonna say something else.
Nah, yeah.
He just wanted a complete 360.
But I'm saying seriously, there's people out there that like are running into people's houses, for example, in UK or down south. I don't even know if it's down south, but some guy throwing gas on a person's car. He was a black guy, a white man, came outside, he was like, hey, I'll shoot your partner. I'll probably throw the video right here. But he has every right to do that. Even if it's not real gas, you're throwing fake gas on a person's car, you're putting your life at risk. Is it worth it for attention? Now people are looking at you like you're stupid. But that's the problem. People in this generation don't care. They'll think like, oh, I can turn that into money. But no, you turn that into a family disgrace. That's to say, I hope nobody ever becomes a family disgrace, but that is possibility from that.
That's true. And then you can also become like obsessed with the club. That is going to be your lifestyle 24/7. That you're always looking for the next big moment,
yeah, bro.
the next big scheme, and then that's just what your life is going to be. Looking for those moments, pissing people off, putting yourself in harm's way. So this is a very dangerous thing.
Another thing is like you won't be able to have the same functions that you previously had before you started taking those substances. Like besides pot, like let's go back to what you were saying before. If you take something that is harmful for your body excessively, and now it's deteriorating your health, and you don't have the functionality to, let's say, get up. Everybody, they forget how special it is to just stand, or use your hands, or being able to look, or talk, or hear. That's blessings. But if you abuse these substances, you're gonna lose those blessings like tomorrow.
Taking it for granted.
And is that worth it? That's what the generation ahead is going to be looking at. Especially if, how do you expect doctors to be able to handle or take care of doctors if you know your doctor's popping pills or taking cocaine? So that's to say there are a lot of doctors.
There's a lot of people in the hospital that be doing that, but hey,
it happens, and that's just public information. People have stories talking about that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's a shame.
People go crazy.
But those people, I ain't gonna say.
I even had a doctor shoot up. It's on the news. Like coming to the hospital and shoot the hospital up, shoot himself up.
Oh, not yet. I heard about that.
Like, stuff like that. It really happens,
scary,
bro. It really happens. So.
For him, I don't know why he did it. He probably had no drugs.
Probably.
He probably was going through mentally, and then you gotta seek help. Like it's okay to get there. Get a therapist.
It's okay.
Especially if you're addicted to a substance, there's no reason why your daily functions in life can't be continued or upheld because you're off your ass because of this substance, or you can't function because of this substance, or you can't act mentally right because of this substance. Yeah. If that's the case, get out, and it's okay to get out because it's for yourself in the long run. At the end of the day, I'm gonna be good. Just trust and believe. I'm gonna make sure I'm good. Always. I pray you guys make sure you're good too. So get that help.
Alright.
But now let's talk about some conspiracies. Don't flag this one too. The CV for me. Yeah, everybody got it. If you're in America, if you were that,
the Rona.
Nah, I ain't get it. I got the shot, but
probably got it. You didn't even know. Because a lot of people were asymptomatic.
God forbid.
A lot of people was asymptomatic.
But besides that, a lot of people are attributing a lot of these like problems that are arising, especially in the healthier people, to that. Do you think that is reliable, especially because we are in the health field? Me personally, I had to get it for me to even be a clinical student.
I don't know if there's any studies done on that, but they were saying, even like people in the comment sections of what happened to Bronny, that some people were saying that it could have been like the COVID vaccine, and we're seeing the effects of the COVID vaccine now. How is a healthy, your 18-year-old athlete just get a cardiac arrest out of nowhere? You would think he's the last person in the world to get a heart attack. So now people are saying. Now people are saying, it's the COVID vaccine that, now we're seeing the effects of it. So there's no there's no studies on it yet. There's no significant evidence that can show that that's what's causing it. But other people, I've talked to people that have gotten the COVID vaccine, and they're saying that they're noticing some health changes in themselves that they didn't notice before.
We are not professionals, though. We are just giving opinions.
No, we're just saying what people have said to us.
Now that's
even me myself, I can even say, before I got the vaccine, I had no issues sleeping at night, no respiratory issues, nothing. I mean, I'm not even attributing this to the vaccine. It could have been the COVID vaccine. Exactly. I got COVID too. I'm a frontline worker. I got COVID. I'm not ashamed to say it. But so after all of that stuff, I just noticed that when I was trying to sleep at night, I would get short of breath, like out of nowhere, and before I wouldn't get it. I don't know if it was effects of the virus itself or the vaccine, whatever it is, but that's just one thing I've noticed in myself. And other people have also said that they have experienced like heart palpitations after they got, whether it's the vaccine or they got COVID itself. So something is going on there. I feel like there's definitely something going on there.
Honestly speaking,
They're trying to help us out.
Possibly.
Trying to wipe us out for
We
real.
don't know who. I can put that up in the air. From we all got our suspicions, but I would personally, I can't relate to that cold because I catch a cold every other month from just me being me. So I don't attribute it to nothing because I get healthy right away. But since I had the vaccine, I've been cool. I ain't gonna lie. I've been cool. I forced myself to get like through physical hurdles, like playing rugby in the past. I had to push myself to that. So like even if I would be sick, I would still be working out. I would have used that sickness as an excuse. I'll still do something to be active. So maybe I sweated it out. So I don't know. That CVID, you know, a lot of people have some compelling evidence why it's problematic to us. But I don't know. I don't know the studies behind it.
Do you see some truth behind it though?
Do I see some truth behind it? There's truth behind every lie and every falsehood. Everything behind anything has a truth. So I won't say it's false. I won't ever say it's false. Now, will I say it's true? I won't say that either.
I can't say it's true either because there's no studies. There's no.
That's what I need. I have a biology degree. I have to go with the evidence. I'm sorry to say it.
Yeah,
Until more
no
evidence come out,
it.
I ain't gonna say they lying.
All I'm saying is I never got short of breath before this COVID nonsense happened. I was good before, and then now I'm getting short of breath after I see it. Just crazy. That's wild.
It's impossible to even try to do an exam or try to do an experiment on that because if that's the case, you won't ever be able to go back to the youth before COVID.
Yeah, you can't.
So how would we have success? Maybe it's just
I mean,
older.
the comment.
Like,
I don't know, bro. You don't just develop respiratory issues from Asian,
we live in New York City. There's so much pollution.
or we could say it's from the Canada wildfires. Who started those fires too?
We ain't gonna talk about it. You know who.
The,
You know who. It's them Canadians.
yeah.
Alright,
So
just
we're
to
talking
finish
about
it-
Bronny too. Yeah. So
just to finish it all off. Yeah.
what would you do if you was LeBron in that situation? Like your son, you're a superstar athlete, LeBron James. Everybody knows you. You're already You're already an established billionaire. Like, what would you do in that situation if your son had a cardiac arrest, knowing that he's trying to pursue the same career that you did, play in the NBA, but you're already good. Like your family's set, your future generation is set, your grandkids are gonna be set. What would you do if you was LeBron in that situation and that happened to your son?
I would want him to stop. But at the end of the day, if he's already a grown man in the sense of things, he's still living under my care. I'm still paying for all his things. But by law, he is a grown man. I can't force him to stop. Like, I can't punish him like saying like continue playing. Especially if I'm one of the greatest basketball players to ever live. That's his passion. He's following in my footsteps. But I will tell him to take safety measures. I have the money now to make sure he has to take those safety measures.
Yeah, money
So
is not an issue.
anytime he touches the floor, he has to have a pacemaker or something on his arm. I like that would be something. But you can't force your son to stop playing ball. You can tell him exactly why. Like, look, if you continue to play ball, this is a possibility, especially if this sickness gets worse. You'd rather live than that. Most people out of not will say yes. I'd rather live.
All right, so since you're taking that route
Yeah.
and saying that he can't force his son not to play ball,
Wait before
what
we
should?
get there, though, what's your response?
Now I'm gonna say mine.
All right.
But what should Bronny feel then, since it happened to him? What should Bronny want to do? Since you try to
Yes.
maneuver your way around the question.
Nah, he has to
What-
see what
what
the
should-
doctors say. If
what
the
should-
doctors say it's a...
No, yeah, he's cleared or whatever.
For
You know,
now,
he's
but they
cleared-
still have
he's
to go
cleared
to
play.
test. We don't know what exactly was going on. They have yet to release that.
But if you were Bronny and this happens, what would be going through your mind? Like, would you even consider going back, knowing that your family's already set, or if the doctors clear you,
Oh, yeah,
what would
I'd
you
go back.
do?
If that's my
You go back?
passion, it's hard to give a passion side to say. People live and die by passion. Like, that's just reality of the world. That's reality of just human nature. So I wouldn't even blame him if he went back if he wasn't clear. Like, it's happened. People have gone back knowing the health risk, but until it gets to the point of I literally cannot go back. They won't go back. But look at Bosch. He was playing a literal few months before he got that problem with his heart, I think.
Yeah.
That's passion. I'm sure he was told beforehand, like, hey, we have this problem. We don't know how extensive it is, but it's hereditary. You may get it down the line. But he was probably thinking, that will never be me. So for all the conspiracies we say, shit, maybe this shit was just innate blood down from previous generations that just caught up. That happens. Maybe like there's diseases and deficiencies in DNA that will skip generations.
Yeah, but what are you doing that happens to you?
Live.
And you're the unlucky person that gets it.
If doing what makes you happy kills you, people do that all the time. There's people that know if they get on the seed, they'll die.
Me personally, I wouldn't do that. Doing what makes you happy kills you. That means you. Wouldn't you say that's kind of reckless?
Yeah, it's sad to say, but look.
That's very reckless, especially if you already got millions in the bank.
I hate to say
Wouldn't you say that's kind of reckless?
I hate to say this, but rest in peace to those people that died in the submersible.
Or rest in peace to those people, for sure.
They had no reason being that damn well.
No, at all.
Nobody has any reason.
At all.
Like, if we're not building colonies underwater, why are we down there? For exploration, okay, send the robots. That's my thing. But he had a passion for it. That passion, sad to say, got him.
And you say you would do the same thing? Me personally, if I was rich and I had enough money to spend $25,000 to go and see the Titanic underwater, I would not do it. I'm not gonna lie, it's not even supposed to be raining right now, bro.
I am sick.
It's not even supposed to be raining. That shit came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I can't see it, but it's about to pour outside.
It's only for 1 hour though, so it should be good.
Thanks. But back to what I was saying.
Yeah, if I had all that money, bro, I would not put my life in danger, bro. It's like you have all that money, why not use that money to keep you safe? How would you use that money and go 200,000 feet underwater where if people can't get to you, they can't get to you, bro?
People say the same thing about people that go into space. They're about to make commercial flights to space.
I'm not doing that.
Billionaires
There's
do
nothing
it.
out
Billionaires
there.
do it.
Even if I was a billionaire, I'm not doing that.
They're just doing it for
I'm not doing that.
I don't know.
I'm not doing that.
I'm not gonna ever fault anybody for their passion.
I mean, I probably would never know unless I get that type of money. But me knowing myself right now, I probably would not do that. You could not pay me to sink myself that far underwater.
I have no reason to be down there.
I could watch the Titanic in the safety of my home.
Am I African, my man? I have no reason to be down there.
I could literally watch it in the safety of my home. Why am I going down here to see it? And it's pitch black anyway. What are you really gonna be seeing? Like, that's just me. So
Rest in peace to them.
rest in peace to them.
But back to what we were saying about Bronny, I can't blame him. I would do if my passion was playing ball and I loved it, and it's not 100% like risk that I'll get that cardiac arrest again. I'm playing ball. If it's a 5%,
The risk is definitely increased now though that he's got
Absolutely.
it. That he's got it now.
But we don't know why he got it. For all we know, he could have
Yeah.
just been dehydrated in his heart.
Yeah, we don't know what happened.
Like, the human body is so weird, you wouldn't even believe what happens to us on a daily basis. So it could be just that. We don't know.
Yeah, but he's higher risk now for sure. So that's something that he has to take into consideration. But whatever he decides, I wish him the best. Of course, I wish him a
Praise to the James family. Praise
long,
to you,
healthy
Bronny.
career to Bronny. You know, he's definitely a high prospect. Yeah, high
Hey, man,
potential.
me personally, I'm a LeBron James fan.
Yeah, so
Bronny,
we support
as an
the James
extension of
family.
LeBron,
Beautiful
I am a fan
family,
of
bro.
you, bro. I pray that you get back on the court. I pray that you get the ability to just get past this. But besides that, everybody else that's on some type of substance that could be possibly harming them, get off of that. Like, we all have some type of substance that we can stop. And that's for each one of us individually. Get off that. And we're going to talk about that here at Boss Talks. But besides that, you already know. It's your boy up there.
It's been Ade. Another episode of Boss
Tom
Sauce.
Tom.
Out of here.
Big Boss Man shit. Gang.
I've been timing me in different hoes. Me and bro, we switching those. Hit her with a pick and roll. Tell her just to play a role. I ain't tryna take it slow.